Hi, so today I'm going to be doing an album shelf tour. So I actually just moved back from college, so now all my albums are in the same place and I was able to put some of my room back together. So first I am going to start up top. I don't really have much up here yet, but I do have Taeyong's signed Super M poster, and then I have this KCON jersey that I got for Verivery, and this is a KCON Verivery banner thing I also got. And then I'm just gonna start over here because I know I'm gonna forget if I don't, but I have some signed albums. So I have Very and Chill signed by the whole group. Then I have Jooheon's signature for the Clan 2.5. Then I have Ken's signature for VIX. Then Leo's and Ravi's signature for Whisper. And then, can't really see it, but I have Ravi's signature on his first solo album. So that I have over here. And then starting over here, the way I organize it is I have my top group. So I have Stray Kids, Ateez, 17, and then like all the NCTs and the EXO. And then below that, I just have the rest of my albums in color order. So starting with Stray Kids. So up front here, I just have this bowl that has some of my rings. And on the side, I do have a 3RACHA poster. And then I have a little KCON bear, because I did see them at KCON. And then I have their Japanese release. So this is the Stray Kids 2020. It's the 2 CD and DVD version, I believe. And then here I just have this banner from seeing them at KCON in LA. And then these are just 2 freebies that I have up here. And then for the albums, or I guess on top of the albums, I have this light up flower head thing. I got it at the Rose concert, but I wore it when I saw them in concert in February and during High Touch. And I just have some freebies and pre-order gifts and stuff on the top there that I don't feel like pulling out. But in terms of albums, I do have all their Korean releases. So I have, going from left to right, I have Mixtape, both versions of I Am Not, both versions of I Am Who, both versions of I Am You, and then I do have 4 copies of Miro, and that's because one of them was a signed CD. And then I do have the 3 copies of Yellowwood, and then I do have 4 copies of Levanter just because I liked that one a lot, so that was pretty. So that's what that looks like. Oh, and in the back here I do have, that's the banner from the Chicago show as well. And then moving on to this part of my Stray Kids collection, it's kind of like a Changbin shrine because he's one of my ultimates. So up front here I do have some signed CDs, so I switch them out, but I do have Changbin's in the front, then I have Hyunjin's, and then I have Mino's, and then also Sungmin's. And then I do have the little keychain thing from Tour. And then I have a Hyunjin IMU poster. And then I have this small picket that I got from KCON in LA for Stray Kids, and I used it at both concerts. And then I do have both his cards for the Stay in London in there, and just some like freebies and the Tour photo card set thing. And then I do have the Stay in London photo book back there. And then I do have Changbin's IMU poster. And then here, you can't see it too well, but it is the light stick pouch that I think they sold during their Seoul concert. And then I have a little Changbin, what is it, keychain. And then we do have an Australian flag back there too, because I got that. Someone was giving them away at the concert. And then for KCON LA, it was around his birthday, so they were giving these out. And then I just have some more freebies on the side there. So that's those 2 sections. And then Ateez, this section is going to be changing a lot soon because I do have 2 more fansign slots coming in, and I do plan on getting some more of like their Japanese albums and a signed album or 2. So starting over here, I do have some, these are just from freebies I got with albums. And then I have my Polaroid here, and this obviously isn't a real picture, but someone gave it to me in a trade. Then I do have their light stick. Oh, this isn't focusing. I have their light stick. I'll move this out of the way for now. And then in the back here, I have the mini poster from their first album. Then I just have some pins and stuff. And then another picture of them. And then I do have all their Korean albums. So I have both versions of episode Fin and then the anniversary version, and then I have episode 1, episode 2, both versions of episode 3, and then both versions of episode 4. And then I'll move this over. I do have the A version of the first Japanese release. I still need to get the second one, and I do want to eventually get all versions, but right now it kind of fits perfectly in there, so I'm not going to complain. And then over here, this is from, I got this from KCON. It just has some, like, my wristband and some of the stuff that I got for free. And I have my fansign slot there. And then this is from the Season's Greetings. And then I obviously have the Season's Greetings back there. And then just my light stick box. So that's that section. And then moving down, I do have my 17 section. It's kind of a glare there. But down here, also sorry it's shaky, my tripod's really mini, so I'm just holding my phone. But starting over here, I did go to the Chicago show, so this is the slogan from there. And I do have my light stick. It has like some stickers on it, and then the light stick box, and then also I have a little tiger and frog keychain because it reminded me of Hoshi and Minghao. Then I have the poster from the Teenage album in the back there. This is just a little bowl thing that has some bunnies, and that's a Mingyu freebie I got. And then down here, I do have a Wanu freebie, and then this is from seeing them on tour. And then I do have Mingyu and Vernon on the side here. And then I did also get, oh shoot, the Polaroid photo card set from the concert. And then I also have the bag that came with it as well. And then in terms of albums, I do want to collect all of them, but I'm very behind, as you can see. So I have Teenage, I think it's the RS version, but it's the black version. And then I have AO1, then I have Going 17, then I have their debut album. I have the white version, those postcards are just there. And then I have all versions of an Ode, Hope is over there. And then this one is signed by Mingyu. And then I do have 3 versions of You Made My Dawn and, or You Make, shoot, I was getting mixed up. You Make My Day, and then 3 versions of You Make My Dawn. So that's that for now. I do have some of their Japanese albums coming in the mail. It's just taking a while right now. And then next I have a little Hoshi shrine. So a lot of these are just like freebies and stuff. So most of this I did get, like the little mirror, all this stuff. I got with the purchase of my slogan back there. And then there's a Hoshi freebie. Then I have his An Ode Hope version signed on display. And then I have another one of the tiger keychains. And then I have his standee from Teenage. And I also have his picket. I don't want to pull it out because it always messes everything up, but I hope you can see it. Okay. So yeah, that's those 2 sections. And then over here, I have NCT and then like EXO and Super M over here. So starting here, this one's going to be changing a lot soon as well, just because I have the other version of Take Over the Moon, T version of the NCT, and I just pre-ordered the new NCT Dream album, and I still have to pre-order the NCT 127 repackage. So some of this is probably going to shift over here, but for now I do have it in color order just because I didn't like the way it looked in like release order. But starting over here, I do have a pin, it's not focusing, for Taeyong. Let me see, oh there we go, from his GTA performance during Super M. And then I got this little freebie, either from trading or from buying a card of HN. Then I have a Jungwoo poster, then the Superhuman poster in the back, and then just some freebies and stuff posted up here. Then for the albums, I have Cherry Bomb, then I have NCT 2018, I think that's the Dream version. Then I have NCT Dreams, the first, NCT one, I think it's #127, that's the first mini. And then I have wayv Take Over the Moon, 2 versions of NCT Neozone so far. And then I have both versions of regular irregular. And then I have Yuta and Taeyong for the repackage. And then I do have 1 version of Limitless. And then I have NCT Dream We Young, We Go Up, and then also both versions of We Boom. And I do have a copy of Let's Shut Up and Dance. And then I have the other version of NCT 2018. And then also Superhuman, I think it's the USA version. And then this big thing is the Neo City Seoul concert DVD. And then I don't want to pull this out either, but I do have the, I think it's FYE, yeah, FYE exclusive vinyl for the Superhuman. So that's that section. And then over here is currently Super M and XL. So I just have a little Black Panther plushie here. But in terms of the albums, I usually have Lucas standing up like this. So it normally looks like this. But I put him down so that I can show the poster in the back. And then I also have a Lucas poster and then my EXO Love Shot poster. So for the albums, I do have 2 versions of Coco Bop, 1 version of Universe. This is that version of Love Shot. I'm not sure which version it is. And then I have the like special version of Obsession, so it has both of the versions in it. And then for Super M, I do have all of the covers for each member, the US version and also the United version. And then this is Don't Mess Up My Tempo. It's the Vivus, whatever the special version is with Lay. And then I do have my Super M Lysic because I did see them in concert. So that is pretty much it for this section. So I do have some more EXO albums and stuff coming on the way that I bought used. So yeah, these 2 sections will be changing soon, but everything's really backed up. And then going down here, we have my sections by color. So starting off here, I do have my The Rose light stick and my wristband from when I saw them in concert in Chicago. And then I do have the Icon repackage. And then over here, this is an album, but I do have Day 6's Alt Press magazine. And then, so for the albums, I have Just to Focus, Odavix, the black version, Very Face Me, I forgot which version it is, but I do have both. And then I have b.a.p, Noir, I'm really bad at pronouncing it, but I do have Jungkook's version. Then I have Bacon City Lights, and then Winner Exit E, and then ING of Wings. Then I do have b.a.p First Sensibility. It's such a pretty album. And then I have Monsta X, We Are Here, Fly With Us by oneus, the O and the R version of Love Yourself Tear, BTS World, TXT Dream Chapter Magic, the other version of Face Me, and then b.a.p's single album Ego. And then moving on to this section, this is my favorite section because I just like the way it turned out with all the colors. So up front, I do have a little, if it wants to focus, a little Wano, and then my Red by the Rose. So I'll move this over for now so I can show the rest of the albums. But up here I do have a Very slogan from KCON, and then this is the Rose slogan. I forgot to show my other one over here, but I do have the Rose slogan, and then Yeosang and Mino there. And then in the back, that's like, I think that's a Han Solo movie poster, so I just have that there because it matched. And then I do have another Very slogan. So then for the albums, I have the Quantum Leap version of, I think it's the Quantum Leap version of X1. Then I have the Rose mini album Void, Vix's Hades, and I have Remember Us. It's this version for Day 6. Then I have Very Variable. It's the DIY version. And then I have the red version of Oda Vix, the other version of Very and Chill, and then Be Complete by AB6. And then over here, I do have my signed Zico album. And then I do have my Sungyun from X1 Standy. And then I have Taemin's second album, and then the boyz Bloom Bloom. And then behind there, I do have b.a.p's first mini album repackage. I'm not gonna pull out because it's really big. But yeah, so that's this section. And then there's this section as well. So I'm gonna start taking things down so I can show the albums. But I did get this at KCON, so I just have that there. And then I did actually get to meet Very, but I'm gonna cover the other people's faces so that I can respect some privacy. This isn't focusing. There we go. So I did get to meet Very and take a picture of them, so that was super cool. So I have that up there. And then I also have a oneus standee from Follow that I pulled. And then in the back there I have it says Welcome to Our Hollywood. It's the slogan for AB6 for KCON. And then I do have the 1975, just like a little poster thing for their Pink album. And then in terms of albums, I do have Day 6's Sunrise, VIX's Kratos, Very Us by Verivery, School of Affair BTS, VIX, the Shangri-La, the green version. And then I have Book of Us Entropy, it's the red cover. And then I do have Hello, Chapter 1, or Hello Stranger by CIX, and that is the blue version. And then I have the boyz Off Air, the special version. And I do have one version of Follow. And I do have a signed album by the boyz, but I'm selling it right now because I want to get one that has all 12 signatures. So I'm in the process of doing that. And I do have TXT's first album, Star. Then Monsta X's Mini Rush. It's obviously the blue version. Then I do have Monsta X version 1 of All About Love. And then I have Hyze's 5th mini. I think it's Autumn Leaves. And then I do have the Rever Festival finale. I do have the pink photo book version. And then I have VIX's Zealous. And then it's my favorite album in my collection. I do have the boyz. I think it's the Ready version. I kind of forgot which version it was, but it's one of my most prized possessions. And then I do have BTS Persona. I think it's version 2. And then I do have Red Velvet. So that's that section. And then my last section is like the gray and silver and white section. So up front here, I have my, it's like a piano planter. I haven't put a plant back in it yet, so I need to do that. But then I do have a BTS standee. I think this is from the Tear album. Then I do have my b.a.p all members signed album, The Rose. And then, moving this out of the way, in the back I do have a Jin Young poster from JJ Project. And then I also have the white version of Day 6's Alt Press magazine. Hayes' single, We Don't Talk Together. Yeah, We Don't Talk Together. Then Love Yourself Answer, I have the E version. And then I have Winner Exit E. And then I have b.a.p's One Shot, b.a.p Unplugged, Map of the Soul 7 version 2, so that's this one. And then I have another version of boyz Dreamlike. And then also JJ Project's verse 2, X1's, I think it's like the Beast song version of their first mini, or I guess their only mini, RIP. And then the Roses mini album Dawn. Then I have Oneus Raise Us. And I have Oh Are You Late Too, and then Poet Artist, and then Winner Exit E again, which is this version. And then I do have, I think this is like the freebie it came with if you pre-ordered for JJ Project. And then the bottom shelf doesn't have much. I just have the records that I brought home from school. This just has some extra freebies. Has my little backpack that I bring to concerts with my 17 pins. And then I am making a shadow box for the 17 concert, so it's just kind of filled there. And then I do have some books, but yeah, that's an overall of my album collection. I hope you enjoyed it.